Welcome all to the SnailTrail4x4 Podcast. If you like going off-roading in Toyotas, wrenching on Toyotas, camping in Toyotas, and maybe even poking a little wee tiny bit fun at Toyotas, and of course, hearing about how fantastic presents are in Toyotas, then this is the podcast for you. That's right, ladies and germs. My name is Tyler, and this is episode 246 of the SnailTrail4x4 Podcast. Almost all 246 episodes with my good buddy here, Mr. Jimmy Christmas Jet. Mr. Jimmy Christmas, how are you?
I am doing fantastic, Tyler.
Are we allowed to say that?
Fantastic?
No, Christmas.
Why not?
It's the C word because it's not Thanksgiving yet.
Oh.
Is that a problem?
Yeah.
Are we going to get complaints?
Bit, probably.
You can send all your complaints to Jason at wheelingwineandwhiskey.com.
Perfect. But we have to say that C word because of what's happening in this episode.
C stuff is happening in this episode.
It is.
Yeah.
X.
CX stuff.
X mass.
X rated?
No.
X. Oh, sorry. So, yeah, what's going on in this episode, man? This is going to be a fun one, I think.
It is.
Yeah. We
Definitely.
get to kick it off.
We are. We're the kickoff.
We're the kickoff team, man.
And hopefully it soars.
It'll soar until it gets to the B team and then the C team.
Yeah.
It's just,
I don't know. C team's higher in the ranks than we are right now.
Yeah, he is.
Killing it.
He's been doing great.
Yeah. So this episode is brought to you by our friends over on Patreon.
They're fans too.
They are fans.
Yeah.
Big thanks to all you guys out there, and thank you for continuing to support us. Mm-hmm. This month we are giving away our Factor 55 Pro Link.
Okay.
To a special people out there. Mm-hmm. The gift boxes are still in holding. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately,
they're out in the LA harbor with the Morphlate orders.
They actually might be. They might be. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. Sorry about that, everybody that's in that gift box tier. You will. We might just wrap them in Christmas present stuff. Yeah. Who knows?
Right. And you can't use the C word, Jimmy.
Oh shit.
Jesus, come on.
Sorry. Let's see. Anything else that we should quickly talk about?
I have a couple of fun updates.
Okay.
I guess.
Okay.
So I had first I have a rant, and then I have a shout out.
Okay.
And then we received some parts.
Oh.
So I had those to go through. Did you want to just dive right into those or?
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right.
Let's try to get this intro stuff finished so then we can get over to that C word stuff.
The C stuff. So the first one, it's fall, right?
Correct. Autumn.
Fall season.
Yep.
Autumn season. And I hate leaf blowers. Okay.
Okay.
And again, this is one of those things where leaf blowers themselves are great, but people who use leaf blowers are dumbasses. Okay. Leaf blowers have a people problem, just like off-roading has a people problem sometimes. So leaf blowers, if you use them to round up your leaves into a pile and then you pick up your pile, they're fantastic tools.
They work really good on gutters too.
They work great on gutters for houses.
Yeah.
The problem with leaf blowers is when you just blow all the leaves out to make them other people's problems.
Yes. I love people that let's just blow it into the street.
Right. So, okay. So I was coming out of my house the other day, and my neighbor, who is now moving again already, apparently he has such a great neighbor, he's not staying around for more than 4 months. He was outside of his house, and he has this like leaf sucker thing where it like sucks up leaves and into a bag, and it's like a leaf blower but in reverse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So he was using that on his grass, his yard area, his front yard. And then so I was packing stuff into the F-150 to come down to the warehouse, and I'm take my last load out to the F-150, and I turn around and I'm looking at him, and he has the leaf blower on now instead of the leaf sucker, and he's blowing everything off of his curb out into the street and then pushing it off of his
sidewalk,
quote unquote, section of the street.
Okay.
And into my section in front of my house and the neighbor on the other side in front of his house.
Right.
And I'm like, hey, you're going to be picking all that up, right? And he goes, no, I was just getting it off. I was just trying to clear the street, get the leaves out of the street. And I was like, okay.
But now your leaves are in front of my house.
Exactly. I was like, I'm not going to get into it right now, but do you mind, instead of just making your leaves my problem, can you just pick them up next time? And he goes, well, they're not your problem. They're not on your property. And I was like, no, but here's what happens is if a wind comes up, then it's going to blow all the leaves, not just onto my property. It's going to blow them back onto your property as well. So you're going to have to do the work over again. So A, you're creating more work for yourself. Then B, you're intentionally now making your leaves somebody else's problem. And I was like, it may not be on my property right now. It may end up on my property. But what you're doing is you're making the city who owns the property across from us, you're making it technically their problem. You're essentially taking your problem and making it somebody else's, which I have a huge problem with. And he kind of looked at me. He goes, okay, yeah, I can blow them all together and pick them up. I said, great, that'd be awesome. Thank you. And he goes, did you see I'm moving? And I was like, yeah, thanks. And I turned around, got in the F-150 and drove off.
Oh, man.
And then the next day I came out, my other neighbor was doing the same thing, blowing his leaves out into the street. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with these people?
It's not their problem anymore.
I guess so.
Oh, just throw them in the street. It's not their problem.
That's one of my biggest pet peeves is people who use leaf blowers to make it somebody else's problem.
Yeah.
It pisses me off every single time.
I use a leaf blower sometimes in the shop to blow the crud out of the shop. But I'm still blowing it onto my own property.
Exactly. So. Yeah. Right.
So you can't yell at me.
No, not at all.
I'm making a mess on my own property.
Yeah. And that's completely fine. Like if the guy wanted to blow all the leaves from the street up onto his property, I'd be like, okay, cool, whatever. Yeah. Whatever you want to do. Weird. I support your decisions.
Yeah.
So anyways, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And I was like, fuck, now I have to do a rant because it's going to bug me.
Yeah.
So anyways, leaf blowers.
Okay.
Shout out was to Re-Rim. He did a fantastic episode with Adam from Circle L Overland.
Yes.
So if you guys haven't listened to that already, go check it out. I want to say it's episode 4, maybe 5.
Yeah, I think I talked about it as well in episode 244.
Yeah, the one we were talking about the vehicle recreation versus access.
Yep.
Yeah.
We covered some of the stuff that they covered, but they covered a lot more and much more in depth.
They covered a lot more from the user side of stuff, right?
Okay,
and what should you be doing when you're out there on the public lands? And we were covering more from like the land manager background side of things.
Yeah.
But what really kind of got me going from that episode was I really, really want to get a fire ecologist on one of these podcasts.
Yeah.
And so Adam said that he knows a guy.
Oh, cool.
And might be able to get a fire ecologist on Cruising to Camp.
Sweet.
So I think that's going to be really cool. I'm going to write in a list of questions that I'm curious about and I want to know about. I want to see answered. And then I also want to get a forest ecologist in to explain, why do we need to consider our impacts on the forest? Why is driving off trail and causing irreparable damage something that we should be concerned about? How does it impact us directly?
Okay. Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people out there would be like, it doesn't impact me directly. I mean, yeah, it impacts the forest, but it doesn't impact me directly. So why should I give a shit?
Right.
And so I want to get
they probably use a leaf blower.
They probably use a leaf blower. Absolutely. They probably do. Oh, you leaf blower assholes out there. So anyways, so from that episode, I was like, oh my God, that's a genius idea. Get a couple of ecologists on one of these podcasts to help answer some of these questions. I think that'd be great.
Yes.
So I talked with Lee a little bit about that, and he said that he's going to work on doing that. And I have some contacts with some forest ecologists as well. So we'll see what we can pull together and have some fun and educational, informational episodes coming up on the podcast.
Awesome. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. And then the last part, not to drag this on too much longer, we got some spare parts from our rover buddies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
what did we get?
there's that ring gear down there that has like 2 teeth completely stripped off of it. And then the next like 8 of them are like halfway gone.
Yeah. And like halfway to barely gone.
Uh-huh. That's
pretty.
That was off of a Land Rover in Big Sluice.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Nice.
So I'm not sure.
Are we going to keep it even though it's a Land Rover?
We'll probably like shove it behind the fridge or something with the blue oval that got sent to us.
Oh, right. And the Wheeling Wine and Whiskey sticker.
Oh yeah, that's on the back of the fridge too.
Yeah.
So yeah. So we got that, and then we got a melted carburetor.
Is that what that is?
That's a melted carburetor.
Wow,
yeah.
from the Paradise Fire.
From the Paradise Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was that Land Rover that
the 105.
The 105 that he brought back from the Paradise Fire. That carburetor was on it.
Dang.
So that's crazy, right?
Yes.
And then that little chunk of aluminum there was the door handle off the 105. That's all completely melted down.
The piece in front of it?
Yep.
Oh, I thought that was part of it.
No.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Donnie.
Yeah, and I think we're going to have some more parts showing up today, from what I've heard. I've been told that somebody's going to be coming by the studio and some point today and dropping off some more parts. So we'll see what they drop off. But yeah, that's all the updates I had for this episode.
All right. Well, does that mean that we can jump into our main topic for today and then start this kickoff of a series of fun podcasts for the week?
Yeah. Let's kick it off, man. Heads or tails? You're going to kick or receive?
I'm definitely the kicker.
You're definitely kicking? I'm not going to say I'm receiving. Oh, man. So we're going to kick off this fun week of making you guys go around to all the podcasts and kind of travel around and listen to how everything unfolds here in the shit show of the evening that was this long recording.
Yeah, this entire recording took about 2.5 hours long. And what we did is we sat down with Wheeling Wine and Whiskey and Lee Lim from Cruising to Camp. And we, all 5 of us, sat around a table and came up with 2 ideas for 3 different categories.
Yep.
We're going to be the first ones up, and our category was under $50. And that's released today on this episode. Tomorrow, Wheeling Wine and Whiskey is releasing their episode, and they're going to be from $50 to $100. And then on Thursday, Lee is going to release his episode, and he is plus $100 to an unlimited category. So this is going to be a good series for you guys to listen to. Sit down with a significant other, get some ideas for gifts for the holidays. If you really hear something that you like, point it out to your significant other and say, I really want that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this is going to be fun. It'll be interesting to hear what people think about it as we broke it up and travel to and from all these podcasts. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if people how like somebody listens to Cruising to Camp and then goes, oh, I need to listen to these other ones to figure out what's going on. Yeah. But yeah, we had a lot of fun recording it. I think it came out great.
We did have a lot of fun. I thought that there was some really great ideas thrown around for gifts. I think you and I were talking on the ride down to San Jose that we thought there was going to be a lot of repeats.
Yes.
And there really wasn't. I think that we only had two things that were repeats or people had written down already.
Yeah, there wasn't that many. But we ended up, before we started, we kind of came up with a drinking game. Yeah. So if you want to play, if you're safe at home and listening along, say in a garage while you're working on your rig or something, and you want to play along with our drinking game, then here's what you got to do. You got to pause the episode before we get into the game here, into the recording. And what you got to do is you got to write down 3 categories and 2 items from each category on your own. So you got to have 2 items that are $50 or under, 2 items that are $100 or under, and 2 items that are $100 or over. Put them down on a piece of paper. And anytime one of us in the recording says one of your items, you have to take a drink. There you go.
So you can play along with our drinking game that we created.
And if you just want to get schnockered,
then
if we say an item of something you already have, take a drink.
There you go. Yeah, if you already have it and you can see it in your garage, take another drink.
Or maybe that's take a drink if you are if it's on your list, and just finish your beer if you already have one.
There you go. I like it. I like that. I would be drinking for quite a bit of that. So.
Yes, me too.
Cool. I like it, man. So without further ado, shall we get right on over and kick this monster off for the week?
Yes, let's do it. So please enjoy our conversations and our gift guide with our friends from Wheeling Wine and Whiskey and Cruising to Camp.
Ingenuity right there.
Mm-hmm. Right.
See?
Well, what other reason are we here for?
To
Presents.
drink.
I don't know.
To steal Lorenzo. I mean, to get Lorenzo back from the room.
Lorenzo's right here. And do you notice how he's
eyeing you?
I know he is.
Yeah, and you notice how he's moved away from Jimmy. He's keeping one eye on Jimmy, one eye on Tyler. Yep, see?
Yeah, Jody bites.
Well,
he
Tried to
bites
bite
back
me
away.
earlier.
Got to keep your head on a swivel there,
Good.
Lorenzo.
Yeah. We got your back, Lorenzo.
So we're here.
Okay, so we got to roll right into it?
Yeah, we're going to roll right in.
What are we doing, guys?
Do you want to break it? You want to break it up? No, just let it go. Okay, go.
Let's keep going.
Go.
Let's go.
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
So we're doing our holiday gift guide. 2021.
Cumpleaños.
Happy
birthday.
No. Oh, well.
Oh wait, birthday. We do have a
Birthday.
November.
You have a November birthday?
Jim Vember.
Jim Vember's going on.
Yeah.
It's already happened.
it had to
His
happen.
birthday already happened.
It did.
Yep.
This was
Yep.
this. Oh wait.
Oh.
So I saw this.
Oh, we got gifts.
Yeah, we got a gift.
We do have gifts.
This has been holding on.
Lee Lim has a gift here for.
Let me
It's
take
big.
the
It's
alcohol
making
out.
noise.
What are those?
Oh, Choya.
Oh,
That's
cerveza.
coming later.
Oh. All right. Oh, it's a. Oh no.
For
here we go.
Snail Trail and Jim Vember.
Oh.
Little thing. I saw it and I could not buy it.
Could not buy it.
Could not.
Could not buy it.
Couldn't not buy it.
Oh,
The hell is that?
Oh, it's a snail. That's awesome.
It's a big ceramic snail.
It's a pot.
It's a ceramic pot snail.
It's a ceramic pot snail.
Yeah.
With
That's
a cheeky
awesome.
smile.
With a
With
cheeky
It's got
smile.
kind of a cheeky smile. Yeah, that's perfect.
That's awesome. Thanks, Lee. I'll put a bonsai in it.
It's very. Oh, that'd be awesome.
You need to put your Lego bonsai in there.
Well, actually, we brought some gifts for you guys too.
Oh, here we
Oh,
go.
boy. Are they ticking?
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at that. Little mini keychain gear wrench.
cool.
Does it? Oh, it works.
Is that
It works,
10
yeah.
millimeter?
Quarter-inch.
It's a quarter.
8 millimeter.
8 millimeter.
Oh my gosh, that's cool.
That's awesome.
That's super sexy.
That works great.
awesome.
Wow, right on.
Oh, thank you, sir.
And for all of our listeners out there, yours are probably in the mail.
Oh, there you go. Cool.
If you,
So they're little
if you
keychains.
got that Easter egg in the Gear Wrench Corey episode,
I haven't listened to that one yet.
Yes.
which you actually wrote in.
I did.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I was gonna say we
there
have you
go.
on the list for that.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. That's perfect.
Delivery.
Yeah, there's your delivery.
Liking it. Liking it. That's beautiful.
No, there's lichen on the rock outside.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so is that our gift giving guide over with? That was fun. All right, guys, thanks for playing.
Done.
Good night.
We out.
We're out.
No, we're not.
And we're out.
Keep crawling.
No, we're not out.
Let's
We're not
go.
out.
Did you hear the one about the hooker with dysentery?
Jesus Christ.
All right, here we
I liked the
go.
one about the
Going off
$1,000
the
hooker
road.
today.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Going off the rails, off the rails.
There was some
All right,
good
so
radio
the
chat
deal
today.
is,
Okay, go, Jimmy.
so what we're doing today is we're gonna we have 3 categories. We have an under $50 category, we have an under $100 category, and we have an unlimited category.
That we call the Chris Maines category.
Right.
The Chris Money category.
Chris Money hashtag.
Hashtag Chris Money.
And we all chose 2 items to for each category.
I kind of wanted to make this into a drinking game because we haven't. Nobody's. I think you and I have talked about what our items are, but nobody else I think has talked about what their items are.
No.
So I propose that if you say your item and if somebody else, whoever else has that item written on their list, has to take a drink.
Well, it's gonna have to be banked because I'm not drinking.
Yeah, and I'm drinking water and
drink water.
That means I'm going to have
cranberry
like
juice
8,
here.
10 drinks.
Yeah.
I know, right?
I'm like, yeah, I had that one. I had that one too.
That was a good one. Yeah.
That would have been. It's a great game in theory, but maybe next year.
All right.
I specifically
Or we could throw it out there to the
Wah, wah,
listeners.
wah.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
If
Could be
we're
their
giving
drinking
a
game.
gift,
Yeah.
a suggestion for something you already have.
That's a good one.
Now
Okay.
it's a drinking game for our listeners.
No,
I like
no
it.
drinking and driving.
No.
All right, there we go.
No drink driving.
No
12
drinking
millimeter
driving.
socket.
Save the liquor for the campfire.
I have a 14 millimeter, a 12 millimeter, a 3/8.
Yeah.
So what do we got going on? All right.
Jesus.
All right, who's going to kick this pig? Who's starting? 50 and under.
We're kicking pigs now?
$50 and under.
$50 and under.
$50 and under. Who's got something?
Okay, I'll go.
All right.
Ready?
All right, this is a good one. Practical. I like practical gifts. Okay, glue tread sidewall repair kit.
Ooh.
I like that one.
Yeah. Oh, coming out of the gate strong.
That's a good one.
Where can we find that, and what's the price on
So you can find it online, glue tread.
it? Okay.
Okay, and this comes a 4 by 4.5 inch patch, 3/16 thick.
Wow.
Okay, and then you got the glue, and then you can get the accelerator if you want. So just that patch kit's around $25.
Okay.
Okay, and then if you can get this little spray accelerator. I don't know how many sprays you get out of it. It's
A lot.
It's quite a few.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot, and that's $16. So there's your under 50. So I'd get both of those. So
They have a
if-
4x4 kit too.
They do have
That's kind of all put together for a 4x4.
Exactly. So it comes with those two items, right? And then
Well, there's
another
the
patch.
the 3x3 patch kits or 4x4s, and then a 4x1.5. So
Okay.
it's a narrow, long
Right.
patch with the glue and the accelerator.
There you
so
go.
you get 4 patches, glue and accelerator.
So there you go. And it's
Nice.
so I've been really trying to set up a nice comprehensive tire repair kit because I don't carry a spare in the buggy. And we do some insane shit and we get way out there and it's like you're not going to get back on 3 tires very easily or 2 tires. So so this is really good. I have not tried it. But all accounts that I've talked to people that have tried it, and of course the YouTube stuff is there, and it looks promising. So that is my $50 and under.
Awesome.
Go.
That's a good one.
Oh, thank you.
Next around, I guess I'm gonna go with vice clamps. So if you're doing any kind of fabrication, any kind of putting together metal together, there's 2 clamps that I kind of like as that are my go-tos. The F-style clamps, which are a big, I don't know,
Yeah.
right angle 90-degree
Right.
bar that it works really well. But they can be a little a lot of effort to put together sometimes compared to vice clamps. And so vice clamps are essentially like, do you think of like a locking pliers, right? The mechanism that locks locking pliers together,
Yeah,
vice grips. You have that with, it's just a big square with 2 swivel flat surfaces on the
Yep,
end.
I've got some of those.
And you just clamp them together really quick, and yet they're super easy to put it on, take off real quick for quick fixes on when you're fabricating stuff. So
Cool.
yeah.
Nice.
Good
That's
pick.
what was holding on my antenna, the ham radio antenna, to my truck bed today. That's what I use. I'm like, oh, I can make a fancy little thing, but no, this clamp works perfect.
Yeah.
There you
Well,
go.
there you go.
Yeah, and they're
For
like,
the 5 or 6 times a year that I use the ham radio in the truck without the camper.
you can find a 5-pack on Amazon for like $40.
Yeah.
No, there
So
you go.
Good.
they work great.
Sweet. Different sizes. Yeah, nice.
Nice. Those will be in the show notes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
all
put those in the
these
show notes for everybody.
Show notes.
Yep.
There you go.
So
Next.
mine is sort of a generic one, but it's a really good phone holder.
Oh,
And so I'm partial to the mob armors.
Mob armor.
I really like mob
Yeah,
armors.
I like
They're
mine too.
magnetic. The one that I have is around $40, but they have like a cheaper version, the X Grip, which is down around $35, somewhere in there. But really, if you don't have to do that specific one, or just a really good phone holder so you can see your phone, you can play the music, you can have it connected so you can charge it,
Oh, yeah.
just so it's not bouncing around the rig and you have to dig and look for
Or
it.
you lose it, yeah.
Or
You lose your phone and your rig.
Yeah.
I have the clamp on one that clamps to the roll cage, and I was pissed today because I'm like, oh, I got everything. This is the first world problem stuff when you got to transfer from the buggy to the Jeep to the buggy. So it's sitting in my Jeep. on the
You
roll
need
cage
another
and
one.
the Jeep. I need another second one for it. So I
Maybe
got
one
to
of your
Hollister
lovely
today, and I go to
listeners.
put my phone in the holder, and I'm like, damn it, it's in the Jeep. So it rode in my pocket, but it wasn't super convenient.
Oh,
You
shit.
could have put it in a mega koozie. Put it up there. Yeah.
You know, damn. Where were you 7 hours ago?
Under $50 mega koozies.
Yeah, for $6 koozie at wheelingwineandwhiskey.com.
9 of those things. Right on.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Well, good pick. My pick for under $50, first pick is an OBD2 scanner.
OBD2.
I think everybody should have one of those.
I agree.
No, that's a good one.
Should be a podcast about that.
They're
Yeah.
all price ranges, but the one I'm looking at's in the $45 range.
Okay.
You can see them on Amazon on Quadratech, but I think you can read codes and see what's going on.
Is
while
it
you're-
Bluetooth?
I don't think
They
this
make
one
the
is.
Bluetooth
This one,
ones, right?
This one plugs
Oh, this
right
one
in.
plugs in?
And it has a display on it. It's
Okay.
actually.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, the Bluetooth ones you can get for $15-20.
Yeah.
But sometimes they're sketchy, and I have one, and sometimes it doesn't want to
Okay.
cooperate. So
Yeah,
but,
get the Ultra Gauge.
Yeah,
Ultra gauge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So OBD2 scanner tool,
What does OBD2 stand for,
onboard
Chris?
diagnostics.
Very good. Nice. Look at the big brain on Chris.
Did you listen to episode 241 of the SnailTrail4x4
Yeah.
podcast and learn
Maybe.
that?
Cruising
No,
the camp.
I might have known stuff before you guys were around.
Can you let me know how to get some OBD2 monitors set?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know if I can help you. YouTube videos, maybe.
There you go. All right, Lee.
All right. My first one for under 50 is plum wine.
What? Plum
Yeah.
line?
Plum wine.
Plum wine, the
Wine.
Choya.
Yep.
Yeah.
So these.
Oh, you brought some.
Yeah, I brought some.
So you guys can try.
And it's just,
I've had some from you before.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a standard of mine. That and
It's a standard wine. Just
well,
made out of
standard
plum.
that is usually on my.
Look at
person.
Jimmy. He's not wasting any time. Man. He's like, oh, okay.
Oh, we'll try this when Jason's not dry anymore.
I'll bring more for Jason. Don't worry about it.
I'm not-
I've had it before.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like it.
It is. It's unique.
And it's just something to share at camp.
I didn't even realize there was something in there. I just
Yeah,
I was
it's
like,
like-
wait a minute.
It's Nabiaki plum, green plum.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
Or a goat testicle.
Just get out. It doesn't.
Sorry.
Wow.
See what happens?
Wine and whiskey.
Sober Jason's bad.
Yeah. Just get out, get on the trails, and have good times with friends. So
Absolutely.
And drink some plum
This
wine.
is tasty. Where do you get this from?
Asian markets usually have it.
Okay.
I'll bring
It's
more.
interesting. It's different. Not
Yeah.
super sweet either.
Yeah, it's a sort of.
It's got a little sweet, but it's
Yeah.
it's a nice balance
What
between
was that
sweet and tart.
what was that we had up at Meadow Lake when you were up there during Sierra?
That was
Trail?
it.
That was
Plum
it?
wine.
That was plum wine.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've had
we
it.
had the plum wine up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's great.
These are my two go-tos: is plum wine and Suntory whiskey.
I like how you just there's a podcast called Wheeling Wine and Whiskey, and they're looking for a new host. You should apply
Drinkers.
Yeah.
because we used to drink. And look, the cruising to camp is all about whiskey now. All right, this is good and alcohol. So
I
what
liked
is
how
that?
his first one was alcohol.
Yeah, I know. I love it. That's what I'm saying.
I thought about
We're
going
like all
there, but
practical.
I wanna
Tire
do Jeep.
repair.
I thought about it.
OBD2.
I was like, what? Wheeling? I'd
Clamps.
throw some vodka in or whatever, but I think Wheeling Wine and Whiskey will get that
Yeah.
stuff covered.
Yeah.
Well, Jason and I also do a wine and whiskey buyer's guide at
Yes.
some point.
Oh, that's right.
So anyway, but
We haven't
yeah.
done that in a while. So, okay, so
All right.
back to the is that part two, the Centauri?
No, I just had this.
Oh, you just because I'm like that's more than $50, right?
No,
Oh,
that's I think $30 or $40 bottle.
I've been
perfect.
overpaying apparently.
Yeah, where are you going?
You can buy
You
from
need
me.
to go to Asian market.
Yeah, I need to go to the Asian
Hashtag-
market.
hashtag
Centauri
Jason
whiskey,
money.
that's
Lee's
Toki.
like, I'll sell you a bottle for $50.
Yeah, no kidding. That's the super light, and that is it's a good, and it's got a little smoke to it.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
the
I-
Coors Light of whiskeys.
I like that. Is
Says
that what
Lee.
you brought? Yeah, I agree. That's definitely the Coors
I
Light of
brought
whiskeys.
the hibachi.
Yeah, that was the
Hibiki.
hibachi. That's right. That was awesome. The hibachi, and it was super cold.
of
Right,
Bear-
I mean,
yeah.
nothing better than getting done with a great trail. You arrive at this beautiful destination, and then here comes this ice cold whiskey that on a hot summer day. That was great, Jimmy.
Sweet. All right.
All right.
So is this item number 2?
Second
Yeah,
item.
second item under $50.
Has anybody had any repeats so far?
No.
I did.
Oh, really? What was yours?
The OBD2 reader.
Oh,
It was actually first on my list, but I thought Lee was going to say it.
Oh,
I
interesting.
skipped it.
You got backup?
All right, I got a drink.
Have some.
You're drinking. So.
Have some plum wine.
I'm not driving this time.
I'm
This is
driving
great.
this
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, Tyler's two-fisting
right.
at this point.
Yep.
Yeah, you are.
So we back
I got
to
some
Jason?
goat testicle
Yep,
and
senior.
some Johnny Drum.
Johnny
so-
Drum. Johnny Drum's a good one.
That's a spicy.
It's got a little, a little spicy meat the ball.
All right, sorry.
Spicy goat testicle.
Second.
What do you got, Jason?
There we go. Another practical, very, very good. This is only $26 delivered to your door. Not one, but 2 soft shackles on Amazon. Oh, there you go. Somebody's drinking.
Drinking.
Hey, these things are 41,000 breaking strength.
Yeah.
I bought them. I'm like, it's kind of cheesy, but maybe good. They were blue. I'm like, buggy blue, fine. Let's get them. Dude, I have put these things through the test. I used them at our adopted trail, pulling logs and stuff. I mean, I purposely tried to destroy one.
Yeah.
And it's beat up, but it is still working, and I would still trust it. So it's a 2-pack. It has the sleeves, $26. You get them in blue or gray. Boom.
Nice.
I'm out.
I'm not drinking because I told Tyler that somebody else is going to have this on their list, and I'm not adding it. I'll leave it as like a
All right.
what's the
A condom?
a bonus prize if nobody says it.
A consolation prize?
Consolation.
All right.
It's
Gosh, we're having
condensation.
spell it out.
Sounds like 3 words.
Consonant?
All right, so my next one was just general consumables.
What?
So that could be anything from
Fireball?
welding consumables
Fireball?
to grinder consumables, flapper disc, cutoff discs, to electrical consumables.
Fireball.
That's a very broad category.
It's anything that you use
Toilet
on a
paper?
vehicle that is a one-time
Wag
use
bag.
thing. Wag bags are great
Chapstick?
consumables. Chaps, yeah. So no, so consumables in general.
So I would say fabrication consumables. That's good.
Yeah,
But you're
fabrication
going-
consumable.
you get into toilet paper and stuff,
Anderson
that
power poles. Anybody who does electrical work, Anderson power poles are
Yeah.
amazing to get. There's something that you just go through a lot of, but you're like, I'm never gonna
Like butt
remember to
connectors.
refresh these butt
Yeah.
connectors,
Zip ties.
Yeah.
zip ties.
Oh, zip ties,
lots
gosh.
of zip ties.
Yeah.
Like this, it's,
Duct
just,
tape.
it's such a wide
Baling
range
wire.
that
Yeah.
any off-roader is going to be
Okay.
like,
Yeah.
I absolutely need to
box
refresh
of
these.
towels.
So that, yeah.
Right, shop towels.
So is that like a combo kit up to $50 then or something?
Yeah, I mean,
Whatever.
So my thought for this was for spouses.
Yeah.
Right. Any
It's a great
spouses that
stocking
are
stuffer.
looking to go to get stocking stuffers for their loved ones. Anybody who works on a rig that goes through any of these items is
Cut
gonna
off
be like,
wheels, grinding discs,
I
like
absolutely
you say.
need more of these. I
And
would
you
love
can
to
never
have
have too many.
So
Yeah.
now I know why the secretary was asking for duct tape.
Well, that's a different use.
Well,
That's
there,
a-
there is something
Yeah,
I always carry, which is the how do I say
Sounds like-
this?
uh-oh.
No,
Three
Vaseline?
syllables.
How do I say this?
women's consumables.
A women's a P style?
No,
No,
I
I think
have
he's
that.
talking about like.
Do you really carry a P style with you all the time?
No, I mean I do have one.
Oh, okay.
Not for me, but
Okay.
I carry
Let's clarify.
I carry a stack of pads
Ah.
for
So
Anybody
feminine
else?
hygiene
Yeah.
products.
For any
feminine
diapers.
hygiene projects. Yes.
for any emergencies out on the trail.
Tampons
For me
are amazing
or
for
whoever
first aid
else.
kits.
Yeah, I was
just
going to say
FYI.
they work good at for bleeding, heavy bleeding, heavy flow situations.
Yeah.
bleeding.
I've saved other people on the trail with these. I mean, women like
Yeah.
like, and then somebody comes and asks, "Hey,
Does
you
anybody
know,
have any?
Yeah,
And then
I've had
Lee's
it.
like, I've got it. I've
Here
got
it
you
is.
covered.
Yeah.
Go."
I've got a shiwi. I've got pads. I've got whatever you need.
So remember
Under
when
50.
we interviewed Lee and he was like, yeah, just generally like being a prepper.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
That's
Pretty much.
well, and that's very thoughtful. You
Right?
know,
It comes
very
up.
thoughtful for
Absolutely.
the women
When
folk
you
on the trail
drive an
because
FJ80, you have room for all of that.
yeah, exactly. I've seen his pull-out drawers. He's got a lot. He's got a good pull-out game.
Now I know,
It's
now I know
strong.
why his
Jason's been
tires
looking
were
at my drawers.
bulging
Yeah.
out so much.
Lee was throwing pads in that water tower or tire of Jason's. Let's fill that tire up with pads.
Yeah. Oh, this was at Trail Hero. Lady Samurai had a shiwi, and then turned somebody else onto it. that was in our group.
Jason.
Amber?
It was Chris. Oh, great. Chris wasn't there. No, but it was somebody, and it was a game changer for them because that was like one of the big things was like, being out on the trail and, it's
I mean, it's a legit point. If you're going out on the trail and you have to pull your pants all the way down to do business, it's a concern sometimes.
Right.
We have gone way off the rails here.
So my second item.
Practice with your shiwi in the shower.
Yeah.
Shiwi in the shower.
Yes.
That could be a song.
It's a skill.
It's the next podcast that we're coming out with.
It's like learning to use a catheter for the first time.
But it was a game changer. It was and the person the next day. I'm glad I'm keeping names out of this.
Wait, hold on.
Like, thank you very much.
Did they borrow it?
No. It was an extra fresh, clean, sanitized, brand new shiwi that she kept. And so along the point of like Lee being thoughtful and like, other people might need this on the trail. Rhonda had an extra one, but like, hey,
really?
I'm gonna run into some other female out on the trail one day that's gonna need this. And
so here's my next question: do we need to make podcast shiwi swag?
Oh, it'd be awesome. Labeled with a snail on there.
Snail on it.
Oh,
Let's get Johnny on that right now.
Yellow shiwi. There's your $1 million.
A yellow snail trail shiwi.
That's it.
Fantastic.
You got to do it. I bet Lee could 3D print you one.
Does Dirtbag Johnny do this?
I bet he could. He said he could get anything. Let's challenge him.
Let's challenge him.
Let's challenge him. We need 500 yellow shiwis. The Snail Trail logo.
500.
Yeah, 500 of them.
Yeah.
We're going to go through them. These are going to be the next hot thing for next year.
We're going to please all the ladies.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, Jimmy.
I think you should do a Shiwi September. You can have like a whole month dedicated to it. Okay, go on.
Jimmy, what's your number 2 item?
My number 2 item is a lift mate.
A lift mate. What is
lift
that?
mate. So a lift mate works with a high lift jack, and it has 2 hooks. Well, it has an adapter that you hook onto the portion of the high lift jack that has 2 hooks that hang down, and you attach those to your rim of your tire.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, like if you blow a bead or you're having problems with a wheel and you try to lift your suspension up, most of our off-road rigs have too much travel. The high lift jack's maxed out and your wheels are still on the ground. Right. So what it does is it actually will lift that tire up into the air.
Yeah.
And so it's just it's an adaptation or another part that works with a high lift jack.
Yep. No, it's a good one.
Note,
that is a good one.
And you can pull this out. Who actually brought a high lift today?
I did.
2? All right.
50%?
It was in Clifford the whole time.
Mine is actually attached to the spare tire.
I got the all-American red, white, and blue one at Trail Hero, so that's going on the buggy. I just haven't mounted it.
I saw that in your garage. I was like, that's pretty.
It's sexy. Yeah. No, I love high lift jacks. They're the most dangerous thing, but most versatile thing out there on the trail.
Oh, super. Yep. I just don't carry mine anymore.
Yeah.
I really don't carry it often, except I don't have a way to lift a trailer up, or I don't really bring anything to lift a trailer up. So whenever I tow with it, I throw the high lift jack in.
Got it.
My turn?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay, mine's a seasonal thing, but I think it's kind of cool.
Okay.
Because,
ice cubes?
Yeah.
Snowballs.
It's cool.
Yeah, snowballs. No, we all want to dress up our rigs, whether it's our tow truck, tow rig, or Jeep or Toyota. But I like this. You see people with Christmas wreaths on their rigs and Christmas lights. I like these battery powered or USB powered wreath that you can get for your whatever rig you drive. It's kind of cool.
Does it go on your grill? Where does it?
Yeah, it goes on your grill, or you can mount your spare tire rack or whatever.
Festive. Yes, I've seen those. I used to do that.
12-volt LED wreath, Christmas wreath for your rig.
Nice.
Wow, get them in Quadratech. That's right. That's what I'm looking at it.
Look at you.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
How much?
$40. Free shipping.
Oh.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Fancy.
How big is it?
What's the diameter?
I don't know. It's about the size of from top to bottom of a grill of a JL.
Oh, so it's like an inch?
4 inches?
No.
Hold on, a grumpy grill or like a regular?
Like an RC
like a
truck?
regular. No.
Will that cover my Raptor lights?
12 inches.
The Raptor lights.
12, maybe 12. Anyway, I like it. I think it's cool. And
Okay.
if you buy it, decorate your rig for the holidays.
Very festive.
I like it.
All
right, Lee.
So my
What alcohol?
next one.
Next step up.
I got to keep you dancing.
Oh, okay.
All right. So the next one is a shovel. Just a short, A little shovel, I think, is super useful on the trail.
A little, like a tiny, like a little 3 foot?
The Angry Beaver?
No.
The Angry Beaver, is that what you call those? The military shovel?
No.
Because the military shovels are just
the one that has like
no
crazy
longer
teeth.
than a military one.
Oh, those are gnarly.
Yeah, those
they
are,
call that the Angry Beaver?
Those are made for going through ice.
Yeah.
So I do not suggest those. But just the same like 3 foot shovel.
So I saw your shovel in your rig today. That's exactly what I have with a fiberglass handle. And it's short, couple
It's just a
foot, but
regular
it's a
shovel.
full size
But it's got to be
spade.
long, and it can't be super short.
No.
Like those fold out ones.
No,
those
and
are almost useless.
No, those are stupid.
Yeah.
those are they're teaspoon. They're worthless off road.
Yeah.
It's a good one. I didn't think of that, but I always want to carry a shovel, and I never really do.
Yeah, and it's a good size. I mean, full size. Spade head too.
Yep. And it's like the best first recovery option.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you're stuck in
That's a good one.
deep sand or something like that, you can easily dig yourself out and usually get out. So or just taking a number 2 in the right place. It's versatile.
Yes.
Or you
have pads to wipe.
Yeah, you got pads to wipe, and then you got your support plant too there by your commode. What do you call that thing?
Oh, the overland plant?
Overland plant.
Yeah. It lived next to the landslide.
Yeah, it did. It decorated my camp quite nicely.
Yeah, that needs to come out more.
Nice.
That's a good one. Okay.
Does that do it for under 50?
I think that's under 50. Does anybody have any honorable mentions or anything?
No, sir.
No? All
I
right.
do.
I do.
Here we go. I knew there was something.
Overachievers.
Yeah, I knew there was something.
I have a gear wrench door trim tool, which if you're removing trim pieces often off of your vehicle, this is a game changer. It's just pretty much like pliers, and it has like a lever action, and it just separates the trims out immediately. And so it's about $40. So if you look at the $10 plastic option, you're like, well, is it really worth 4 times? For what I do, yes, because I do a lot of door trim stuff, and I, open up those up and run wires and do a lot of work on vehicles. So I think it's a game changer and worth it. If you don't do that often, it might not be for you, but it's an absolutely amazing tool.
That's cool.
Yeah, if it can save you from replacing
the
plastic
clips
tabs all the time, that break, then
because it has the teeth that will fit around those. So if you can figure out exactly where it is, and you slide it into place, it'll literally grab onto them and then
separate.
And then it has the wider ones. So the wider ones push against the door, and then the thinner ones hold onto the plastic and push it away from the door.
So lift and separate.
Yes, lift and separate.
Wow.
Too bad you couldn't see the visual for listeners at home of what Lee just did.
I also have Tree
Whiskey's
Saver.
kicking in for him. Oh, Tree Saver?
Tree Saver.
Tree
on that
Saver's
list.
down.
Yeah, Tree Saver's always good. Short, and I mean, we use them as short toe straps too at times. So
Yep.
What about Dead Man? Instead of getting a Tree Saver,
Those are great.
I've got
I have
one.
them.
I've got one,
I
but it's
had
just
one.
it's a big, it's a big item. Okay, what was your runner up there, Tyler? Since you're
I
going
also
bonus
had
points here.
I also had 2 more. I'm not going to get into it because if anybody listens to these podcasts, they know how much of believers we are. But it's a handheld ham radio.
There it is.
Oh, yeah.
So the UV82 HPs, I've dropped off a 60-foot tower before, and they live just fine.
Wow.
So I'd highly recommend those. They're pretty robust for ingress as well, weather ingress. My other one is drill taps.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a drill bit with a tap built into it as well. So it just makes, if you need to drill or bolt anything into your frame, you're looking to put on like little zip tie brackets into your frame or something for wiring, you just take your drill tap and go right into your frame, pull it back out, and it's all set up. You can put a bolt in there and you're good to go. Super easy, super simple, and they work awesome. So
Yeah, those are good.
Nice.
all right, welcome back from the amazingness that is this gift guide episodes we're doing. How was that?
I thought that was a lot of fun.
I thought it was a lot of fun too.
Yeah, it's great hanging out with everybody. We had a great time down there. Yeah, I think we there was some amazing gifts being tossed around, and there's more amazing gifts to come.
Yeah, so I want to know what you think about my consumables idea. I got a lot of shit for that from Jason.
Yeah,
I think it's a good item.
Okay, because I was thinking,
you can always, they're going to be used.
Right, they're going to be used. So my thought process for it was like, I was like, well, okay, I'm just gonna put it in my category here, flapper discs, but they're like $10 to $20.
Yeah.
Like if the whole goal is to find some things under $50 and like $50 is your spending limit,
right?
Then why not add some other stuff in there?
Yeah. Do flapper discs and thin discs and cut brushes and whatnot. Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, tungsten, if your significant other has a TIG welder, like there's a lot of different things that can be thrown into consumable items. So I thought it was pretty smart. We were covering a lot of bases, but it was all one big chunk of stuff that anybody who works on a vehicle could really make use of.
Yeah.
But apparently Jason doesn't agree.
No, well, or he just wanted to make fun of you.
I think he just wanted to make fun of me too. Yeah.
But what's great is we make fun of him in this next episode.
Yeah.
So make sure you go listen to the Tuesday episode, November 16th, and Wheeling Wine and Whiskey, and you'll hear the next series, the next in line series for this podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be even more fun as we dive further on in here. That episode, November 16th on Wheeling Wine and Whiskey, is episode 131.
Okay.
So check out episode 131 with Wheeling Wine and Whiskey, and on Cruising to Camp, it is, I believe, going to be episode 6. So for the final on Thursday coming out. So hopefully you guys enjoy this format that we're doing.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys are enjoying the ideas. Hopefully you didn't drink too much, but got some drinks in.
Well, worst case scenario, somebody drank 10 beers.
Yeah, right. I guess that's true, huh?
Or plus some bonuses maybe.
Yeah. And so, tune in tomorrow. If the podcast episode is not out by 6 a.m., please shoot an email over to Chris at Wheeling Wine and Whiskey and let him know that you're waiting on the episode to come out. So
6 a.m. Pacific time.
Let's do
not 6 a.m. like Perth, Australia time.
Whichever time ends up getting Chris a lot of emails at 1:30 a.m. Let's go with that time. So.
Nice.
All right, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let us know if you liked it. Let us know if you didn't like it. If you had some other fun ideas for gifts that you think that we missed in the under $50 range, write them in or give us a call.
Yes.
So call us at 916-345-4744, and you can have your own section of the podcast and some gift ideas. So maybe we'll, if we get enough phone calls in, we'll do gifts from the listeners.
There you go. That's not a bad idea. That would be fun.
So,
and if you want to write in, you can always write us at Jimmy or Tyler at SnailTrail4x4.com.
Yes, sir. So with that, my friends and my good buddy Jimmy Christmas Jet, do you have any final words for everybody out there?
What is your budget?
And with that, my friends, keep crawling.
I got one for you.
Mm-hmm.
How much does it cost Santa to park his sleigh?
$8.99.
Nothing. It's on the house.
Oh. Uh-huh. Not if it's on my house.